You think that you're saving money by picking the cheapest website builder, but are you actually selling yourself short? Today I'm breaking down Wix versus Hostinger to help you avoid a costly mistake by showing you where each platform delivers real value based on your goals and not just the price tag. And I'll also reveal some hidden fees that could blindside you if you don't read the fine print, especially if you're thinking Hostinger is the better deal. Here's the thing about all the website builders out there right now. If you're only looking at price, you might end up choosing the wrong tool for the job. Wix and Hostinger, they both market themselves as affordable, beginner-friendly options. But that's really where the similarities stop. Because while Hostinger wins with the cheapest price without a doubt, Wix wins on what you actually get for the price. And depending on what kind of site you're building, that difference really matters way more than you think. Hostinger, they're one of the cheapest website builders on the market at $2.99 per month on its cheapest plan. It's lean, straightforward, and it gets you online fast. You can launch a site with 100 gigabytes of storage, a free custom domain, weekly backups, and even email, all for less than what Wix charges for a single site. And on top of that, their lowest plan lets you create up to 100 websites. So from a pure numbers perspective, it's hard to beat. Now, if you want to see it for yourself, just go ahead and click right up here to check out their plans. And by the way, using that link right there, it guarantees that you'll get the best pricing available. But, and this is a big but, Wix is operating in a different leagues when it comes to design power. The builder itself is more polished, the templates are more flexible, and the tools feel more thought out. You're not just getting a space to host your content, you're getting a full-on creative playground. So if you're serious about design, branding, or making a site that actually feels like yours, Wix gives you way more room to build something professional. And while Wix does cost a little bit more, you're also avoiding one of the two biggest annoyances in the website builder space, which is switching providers and surprise renewal fees. So switching providers is always a nightmare because you have to basically rebuild the site completely on a new platform. And pricing? Well, with Wix, your pricing is locked in once you buy. Hostinger, they give you a low price on your first plan, but when that renewal hits, it jumps and that low cost advantage starts to really fade. So if you want to give Wix a try, go ahead and click on the link right up here to start on their free plan. And if you ever decide to upgrade, that link actually guarantees that you'll get the best deal available. Now, the real question is, what kind of website are you trying to build? Because how you answer that really determines which builder is going to make your life much easier or much harder. And that's exactly what we'll dig into next as we look at how these platforms stack up when it comes to templates and overall design flexibility. When you first open up a website builder, the template that you choose to use is kind of like picking the outfit that your brand's going to wear. It sets the tone before you've written a single word. So here's where Wix and Hostinger, they really start to feel like two different experiences. Wix gives you access to over 900 templates. And that's not just a big number, it's one of the largest template libraries that exist, period. So whether you're building a site for a bakery or a tech startup, a photography studio, or just a different local business in general, Wix probably has a template that matches exactly what you need. And if you want options, Wix, they're going to give you just a ton of them. And once you choose one, you can customize almost anything. So layouts, fonts, images, colors, structure, anything. It's a really flexible builder designed to let you break things, rebuild them, and really fine-tune your design. Now, Hostinger, they take a very different approach. Their template library, it is much smaller, usually around 150 templates, but they've clearly focused on quality over quantity. The designs are generally fresh, modern, and clean. There's no fluff, no bloat, just solid, well-structured starting points that work well across devices. But here's the difference. Hostinger's templates are a bit more, what you see is what you get. You can make small tweaks here and there, sure, but you won't have the same creative control that you get with Wix. And if you're happy with minimal, ready-to-go design, Hostinger makes things easy. But if you want to mold the site into something that's truly custom and that'll scale with you, you might hit some limits faster than you expect. The key isn't which one's really better, it's which one's better for you. So do you want a builder that feels like Photoshop for websites? Or one that acts more like a design assistant that just kind of gets, out of your way? Either way, how you start designing is just part of the story here. The other part, What happens if you let AI completely take the wheel? And that's where we're headed next. So both Wix and Hostinger, they offer AI-powered site builders that can create a full website for you in minutes. You answer a few questions about your business and your goals, and the platform will actually spit out a functioning site, complete with images, sections, and even placeholder copy. Now, on the surface, the process feels pretty similar, but the difference shows up once the site is actually built, and it's all about the polish, right? So Hostinger's AI builder, it's fast. It'll get you from a blank screen to a fully structured site in just a few clicks. The layouts it generates, they are clean, and the flow does feel pretty purposeful. Wix, though, well, it's slightly slower, and I mean slightly, but it's also smarter. It asks better questions, tailors the content more tightly to your answers, and feels less like a generic template generator. The end result usually looks more customized right from the start, even before making any edits. But things really change once you start editing here. So Wix, they give you a lot more to work with. So text, images, logos, colors, palettes, even full brand kits, Wix will let you generate and tweak everything with their AI. You can use their AI writer to fill in service descriptions, their image generator to create visuals, and even tap into marketing suggestions that are powered by artificial intelligence as well. Now, Hostinger, they include some of those tools too. So AI copywriting and an image generator, SEO tools, and even a heat map that predicts user behavior. But not all of these features are included in every plan, which is really important to know. To unlock everything, you'll need to go with their business plan, which brings the price up quite a bit and much closer to Wix. Still, Hostinger's strength is in how streamlined everything is. You won't get distracted by 10 layers of options, right? You tell it what you want, it builds it, and you can be live in an afternoon. Now, Wix, on the other hand, it invites you to dig a little bit deeper. The more time you put in, the more polished and powerful the final site will become. But AI is really just only some of the equation here. Once the site is built, you still have to get your hands dirty inside the builder itself. And that's where the real usability differences pretty much start to show. So now let's talk about what it actually feels like to build your site once the AI has done its thing, or if you just want to start from scratch. Because this is where people really either fall in love with the builder or they get overwhelmed and they pretty much just quit halfway through. Hostinger, they keep it clean. The editor is minimal, intuitive, and it only shows you the tools that you actually need. If you've never designed anything before, this kind of simplicity, it's a relief, right? It doesn't overcomplicate things. You drag, you drop, and you publish. Now, Wix, it can be similar, but it also can be the complete opposite of that, depending on what you want. You get total creative freedom with Wix. You can start with a template and publish it in a few hours, or you can move elements anywhere on the page, layer content, adjust animations, and customize every single piece of your layout. Another big difference is in the building blocks that each one gives you. So Hostinger, they keep it lean with 14 core elements. So text, images, buttons, videos, and a few others. You can absolutely build a great looking site with that, but you'll miss some of the more advanced or interactive features like custom pricing tables, dynamic galleries, or animations. Now Wix, they have all that and then some. You can add contact forms, countdown timers, product sliders, social feeds, and custom HTML, animations, the list goes on. But again, more power means more complexity. It's a balance. So here's how to think about it. Hostinger is really perfect for people who just want to get in, build something clean and functional, and get back to doing literally anything else in their life. It's optimized for simplicity. Wix can be very simple too, but it's more for people who want to craft something unique, who enjoy the process for building, and who aren't afraid to spend a little bit of extra time getting their site designed the right way. That all said, what about selling stuff? Well, that's where the next difference really starts to matter, because if your website's going to have anything related to e-commerce, you'll want to pay really close attention to what we're covering here next. If your site isn't just for show, meaning if it's actually meant to, bring in money, then this part really matters. So whether you're selling physical products, digital downloads, or even booking services, your builder needs to make that easy. And this is where the gap between Hostinger and Wix starts to widen. So Hostinger, like in all other areas, it keeps things simple. You can sell up to 500 products, physical or digital, and the setup is easy to manage. There's inventory tracking, client appointment scheduling, email notifications, and some pretty basic automation tools. It's exactly what a small online store needs to get off the ground without getting buried in complexity. And the good news, Hostinger doesn't take a cut of your sales. There are no added transaction fees if you're using their system, though that can change if you plug in different third-party payment processors. But that's really the same across any website builder in the market. So that's not just something that happens with Hostinger. Now, 500 products, that might sound like plenty. And for most small shops, it absolutely is. But if you've got big plans or you're running an operation with lots of different SKUs, that ceiling can start to feel low, and that's where Wix really pulls ahead. Wix lets you sell up to 50,000 products. Yeah, 50,000. And that number alone tells you who Wix is really built for. Mid-size to full-size online stores that need advanced e-commerce features without switching to something like Shopify. Wix also offers a much more complete set of tools right out of the gate. So you get customizable shopping rules, gift cards, coupon codes, refunds, automated emails, multi-channel selling, 80 plus different payment options, and even tools for managing subscriptions or digital content. Plus, the inventory management system is much more detailed, and you have more control over product variants, fulfillment settings, and customer data. Basically, Wix gives you the kind of e-commerce backend you'd expect from a dedicated platform, except it's built into your website builder. Now, the catch, of course, is that you're going to pay more for that power. So to unlock the full e-commerce suite on Wix, you'll need at least their core plan. But if e-commerce is at the core of your website, it's definitely worth the investment. So here's how it really breaks down, right? So Hostinger is a fantastic option if you're launching a side hustle or testing a new product or building a simple store for a service-based business. It keeps things light, manageable, and affordable. Wix is the better fit if you're planning to scale. If you're serious about building a brand, managing hundreds or even thousands of products, and you want more control over how everything looks, Wix is the platform that can really keep up with you. And if you're still not sure which one sounds like the better match, don't worry, because in the next section here, I'll kind of bring it all together so you can make that decision with confidence. If you're serious about building a website that looks polished, performs well, and can actually grow with your business, in my opinion, Wix is the better builder. The design tools are more advanced, the e-commerce features are just on a different level, and the amount of creative control that you get makes a huge difference. It costs more, yes, but what you get in return is depth, flexibility, and the ability to make your site feel like you. So for anyone that's focused on branding, customization, or long-term potential, it's absolutely worth that investment. That said, not everyone needs all that, right? If your main goal is just to get something online quickly and you don't want to spend, much money or time, Hostinger does get the job done. It's one of the cheapest options out there, and it's incredibly easy to use. It's perfect for side hustles, basic service pages, or early stage projects where simplicity really beats power. So if you're building with vision and want something that can scale, go with Wix. If you're building something fast and on a small budget, you don't mind if it looks like other sites out there, then go with Hostinger. If you're still weighing your options, I've dropped links in the description with all the up-to-date pricing and any discount codes available that I could find for both. Check those out to make sure that you save yourself some time and maybe a little bit of money too. And of course, if you're stuck or still confused or not sure, just drop a comment below. Let me know what kind of site you're working on, and I'll help you figure out which one's truly the better fit.